What's up, guys? I'm doing a chatty get ready with me. It is Saturday. I've done my lashes, my nails are done. I don't really have much to do this weekend because I'm trying to stay home and save some money. Let's use my makeup because I have too much makeup and let's just play around with it. Why not? First and foremost with my makeup, I'm always doing skin prep because a great flawless base is what's going to allow your makeup to adhere to your skin and also look really good without looking cakey. And I just like spritz a good amount of this. I let that sit on my skin for like a minute or two. You can already see how hydrated and plump my skin looks, and at the same time, some of these great skincare properties are just settling into my skin. While I wait for my skin to set, I'm going to be using this lip balm from Trader Joe's. My friend got this for me for Christmas, and it's like one of my favorite lip balms of all time, and it's really affordable. You always have to make sure your lips are nice and juicy before doing makeup. For moisturizer, I'm using this Burrito one. It's not my favorite, but I'm someone that doesn't like to be wasteful. I actually do have beef with this brand. I think for a lot of small content creators like me, you would know that this brand reached out to us telling us to make a plethora of videos. Mind you, I did love a lot of their products, like their serums or whatnot, but they basically told us to make all these videos. We were guaranteed payment and we took our time to like edit these videos and all that. And just for them never to acknowledge our emails, like I never got acknowledged by my email, they completely ignored me and never once paid me. So whatever, this is not free promo. I'm just gonna use it because I don't like to be wasteful, and it's an okay moisturizer. Definitely not worth the price. You can get a CeraWe one, it's much better. The only good thing I'll say about the formula is more of a gel type. For primer, I'm gonna use my e.l.f. Power Grip one. I haven't used this primer in a hot minute. This is usually like my summertime primer because my skin, I don't know, I just love a nice dewy skin. Even though I have oily skin, I do like dewy skin. But yeah, I'm gonna put this Power Grip all over my skin. To cover up my blemishes, I usually use their Pro Conceal Peach Corrector, but since I'm using a lighter coverage type of foundation, I'm gonna go in with a higher coverage concealer. I don't know what broke me out. I think I was using an older foundation. I think it was my Superstay foundation that made me break out, so. And then just because I don't want to use a ton of concealer. Lies, I am going to use a ton of concealer because my under eyes are a little crazy right now. I'm going to put some of this under there. Using my damn beauty blender, I'm just going to tap this into my skin. You can definitely go in with a brush. I do want to invest in the Makeup by Mario brushes because I've heard amazing things with them. I don't know. I've been in my beauty blender era. Okay, you can totally just like leave your skin like this. Actually, my skin's looking quite flawless, if I do say so myself. I'm taking good care of it, but I'm extra. I'm gonna go in with the Fenty Beauty Eaze Drop Skin Tint. This is one of my favorite. Mind you, I'm not a skin tint girly. I love full coverage. I love glam. But this right here is just freaking amazing. Like if you're someone that wants buildable coverage, like this can easily be light to medium, but you can build it kind of to a full. In my opinion, I've kind of built it up to a full. So I just like to put this straight into my skin. Like I said, I put quite a bit on my skin, but it shears out with the beauty blender. This is how my skin looks. Skin tint. It looks absolutely flawless. I feel like my skin was looking flawless before, but look at this. Like it looks glowy. It looks like I've been, I don't know, in the sun. I've been sweating and I don't know. I love the look of sweaty skin. I think it looks amazing. Before I bronze my skin, I love to contour my skin because right now I look like an egghead. So I love to put a lot of this Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Contour Stick. I do want to use his Soft Sculpt in like the pot, but I do own the Made by Mitchell contour case. I kind of want to finish up that one a bit more before I even like think about buying another like cream contour. To bronze my skin, I'm going to be using my SheGlam Skin Sculpt Liquid Contour in the shade Terracotta. Even though this is supposed to be a contour, as you can see the shade, this is more of a bronzer for me. And I do want my skin to look nice and glowy. And I'm just going to put that a little bit over the contour that I did, kind of like in a blush placement if I'm being honest. A little bit on my forehead so everything matches. For a liquid blush, I'm using the MAC Strobe blush. This is actually sent to me from Skeepers through MAC. It is in the shade Apricot Jelly. I remember absolutely loving this blush because it's a beaming blush. I think it has like glitters in it or something. It makes your skin just look so glowy. And yeah, I'm excited. I was really thinking about it. Like, MAC was my absolute favorite brand back in high school. honestly, it still is. It's just like there's barely any MAC stores. So once I found out that MAC is coming to Sephora, came to Sephora already, freaking excited because I love MAC lip liners, MAC lipsticks, MAC blushes. Oh my god, I cannot wait to get some MAC blushes. Like, I literally have a blush from MAC that my mom bought me when I was like 15 years old, and I still use it. And you know what? I'm sorry if that offends anybody, but it's my favorite blush, and I'm forever gonna use it. So that's the blush I'm gonna use today. Okay, so once you look sunburnt, that's how you know your blush is on. For concealer, I'm going in with my Huda Beauty one. This is in the shade 3.1B Vanilla Swirl. I also am 3.5N for my summer shade. I don't remember. I think it's like Sugar Biscuit or something. So I do alternate between those two shades. I do want to go in with a lighter concealer because, I don't know, a bright under eye and a peachy blush to me is just so pretty. Not to take away from the glowiness of my skin, but I do need to powder it because I am an oily girl, and regardless, my skin is going to be sweaty and greasy at one point. So I'm going on my Wet n Wild Photo Focus powder. I don't need my skin to be super matte, so that's why I go with a big old fluffy brush, just to distribute enough product, but not to make it too concentrated and matte. Okay, so now I'm going to blend the concealer from under my eyes. To set my under eyes, I'm using the She Glam powder. I'm going to go in with the pressed powder first, just because I want to make sure that this is smooth. I always concentrate the powder right under my eyes, because under my eyes has a lot of fine lines. So I just like to make sure that that is set before I use a powder puff. Making sure I put that in the back of my hand. And then I'm going straight under my eye. And I love that purple powder because it really just brightens under the eye. It just makes your makeup look really beautiful. Pink powder is really great for pink blush, but for other colored blush, purple powder is my preference. Then to make sure that my skin is melting together with all this powder, I'm going to be using my trusty dusty Beauty Creations Watermelon Kiwi Setting Spray. I'm really bad with names, so that's why I'm always reading them, but I barely have anything. I have to buy some more setting spray. And I really do spray a lot of this because I do want my skin to not look overly cakey or overly matte. I just want a nice skin-like finish. Obviously, I'm putting on makeup that's not going to be super achievable. So for my eyeshadow look, I know you guys usually see me use my Makeup by Mario Neutrals palette, but today I'm going with the OG original one. This was the first purchase I ever made from Makeup by Mario, and it's one of my favorites. So I'm going to go in with the shade here. I will try to like say the names down below. I'm just going to put this over my eyes just because I do have pretty oily eyelids. I just want to make sure that they're nice and matte, and because I'm going in with a peach blush, I felt like going in with a warm tone eyeshadow. And the way that I'm placing this as if it's like a setting powder, I'm just going over my lid to make sure that it's nice and matte, not doing too much, and the shade kind of matches my eyelid shade. And I'm just using this Wing Me blending brush. Simple eyeshadow, nothing crazy. Whenever I have eyelash extensions on, I just try not to do too much eyeshadow. And I'm going to go in with this color right here on my brow bone, just to seamlessly blend it. And then of course, right under my eye, going in with that same shade. And voila, that's just how I do my eyeshadow look on days I don't really want to do eyeshadow. I'm just gonna do my eyebrows and my gel liner and the mascara on my bottom lash line off camera because you've seen me do that a billion times and it's just so freaking boring. Okay, the rest of my eyes are done. For highlighter, you guys saw that. For highlighter, I'm using this Ofra highlighter. This was actually from a collaboration with a influencer, Madison Miller. I still have it. It's in pretty good condition. And I'm just gonna put this straight down my nose. And then my Cupid's bow. Take a little bit and just put on the high points of my cheek, not too much. I'm really enjoying putting highlighter on my finger on. I feel like it looks better. For blush, I'm using that old MAC blush I'm talking about. It's from this very controversial, like, collection they did. I didn't buy it, my mom bought it for me. Blame her. But it's a beautiful blush in the color Modern Mandarin, and I love to use it on special occasions because I haven't seen a beautiful peach blush like this in forever. And the formula of this is just so beautiful and just so subtle. Oh my god. I'm using a cult classic. This is the Hoola bronzer in the shade medium. And I bought this recently because it was like 50% off at Sephora. And back in 2016, 2017, 2018, I always wanted this bronzer, but I could never buy it because I was in high school and I was poor. But this is absolutely a stunning bronzer and is exactly what I need for this look. Because that peach and that bronzer together just looks stunning. This is how we bronze. So look, I'm gonna do my lip combo. So this is the Travis lip liner by Makeup by Mario. You see me use this a bagillion times. For lipstick, I'm using the shade Erin by Makeup by Mario. I swear I'm not sponsored by him. And then I'm gonna go back with the lip liner Travis. And what I like to do at this step is wherever I feel is looking a little too dewy, I'm just gonna put powder on. Thank you so much for watching my video. I know the last video was like very down. I'm feeling a little bit, just a little bit. But yeah, thank you guys so much for loving my last video. It's been great doing chatty get ready with me. I've just been doing silent videos with music over, and that is not fun. I want to do more creative stuff. But yeah, bye.